Hi there, I'm James and I'm the developer behind Pro Wrestling Simulator 2021, a GMO style game available for iOS and iPad OS. A lot of fans have asked various questions regarding some of the mechanics behind the game, so I thought I'd do my own playthrough and explain a lot of these mechanics as I go along, and also introduce new features that are implemented later down the line. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to go ahead and create a new game, and I'm going to pick the PWS All-Stars roster pack since that's the one that's available to everyone. And let's go ahead and make our first draft pick. Now, when you're drafting, you want a balance between a high overall, a high potential, and a low cost. So if we look at someone like AJ Techniques, he's 96 rated, which is great, but he's quite old. He's 1977, so he's got no potential anymore. But he's decently priced for what his overall is. Now, the rival AI isn't that sophisticated. It's just going to be looking at cost. So any expensive wrestlers you want to grab them the most you can. So let's scroll down, see who else is more expensive than that. We've got Brock Lesnar at 2.4 million, but he's lower rated, and again, he's also old, old enough to not have a potential rating anymore. Let's go down. Daniel Bryan, he's 97. This is actually the highest in the game, and he's only 1.4 million. He is also older than most, so he doesn't have potential either, but I would say he's still at a pretty good deal. And again, as I said, any expensive wrestlers you want, grab them most you can. So let's go ahead and grab Daniel Bryan, and they've grabbed Harry Hunter Herschel. Okay. Who else is there? John Cena, I believe he's second highest rated wrestler in the game. A little bit more expensive than Bryan, but let's go ahead and get him. They picked Tyler Rawlings. All right, so we'll pick another younger wrestler. Let's go ahead and where's Roman Blaines? There we go. 92 rated, 1.5 million. Potential to be a top star, so he's still got room to grow past that 92 rating, which is great. Let's go ahead and grab him. We'll just grab AJ Techniques next. And they've gone for Brock, so that gives us a bit of a margin to work with in terms of money. In that case, should we get the Grave Robber? It's 2.2 million, but he is 92 rated. We'll see if the AI grabs him later on, because we can find better deals. If we go up, we can see Ken Alpha, much cheaper, less than half, same rating, but he still has a high potential. So let's go ahead and grab him. Now, a lot of people have actually asked how these overalls are determined. So if we look at someone like Adam Book, he's got an overall of 82. And how this is actually determined is through a mixture of all of these stats, but primarily popularity. I think popularity weights around 80% of this rating, and then the rest are weighted evenly, and then a few extra points are added on at the end. Adam Book has the potential to be a top star. He is well rated, but he's only 550k, so the AI probably won't go for him for a while. So I think we still have room to go for more expensive wrestlers, like Christopher Judas. But again, no potential there. Whereas someone like Dean Moxler has the potential to be a top star, so let's go ahead and grab him. Let's actually start building our women's division. We can start with Becca Lynn. You see the AI has gone for Finley Balor, who I believe is around 900k. So you can see the AI now is starting to drop down in how much it's willing to spend. So let's go for Christopher Judas. I believe that's all the 90 plus wrestlers taken, bar the Grave Robber, who we're just keeping at bay. But from the looks of it, he'll probably be available till the end. Let's continue to build our women's division with Rosa Roundhouse. Let's build up our mid-card. Let's take Cody Rhodes. Right, they've started to build their women's division now with Alexandra Blitz as their first female pick. Barry White, let's have a look. He has the potential to be a top star, so I don't think 1 million is a huge ask. Let's take him. And again, we do still have some breathing room compared to the rival. We're about a million up, so we can afford to be a bit more spendy. K Original, he's got a lot of potential, but not the potential to be a top star. What about Les Mis? He's quite old now, so I guess his potential's gone. Let's take Lottie Flair. Let's have a strong women's division. Sami Malik, he's got a lot of potential. 1984. What about Shinshin Kagawa? A little bit more expensive, but he's rated higher. No, he's a lot older. Let's go for Sami Malik. We were a bit hesitant on him before. Let's take K Original now. I wanted Recoil next. Alright, in that case, I want Adam Cole and Adam Book whilst I can. Let's have a look at Drew Scotch. Potentially a top star. Let's grab him. I would take Jeff Hardman, but he's only 85 rated with no potential. So for 900k, I can't really justify it, to be honest. Jimmy Gargantuan. Potentially, yeah, let's grab Jimmy. Let's take Max Jake Freud. He's got potential to be a top star, so he's a potential steal there. Let's take Tom Chomper. Sasha Cash was going to be my next pick. Lavender Nightmare, a lot of potential. Let's do it. It's really, really tempting to go for the Grave Robber when you have a 1.3 million surplus. Really tempting. Okay, let's keep getting cheap young stars. And maybe we can justify the Grave Robber later on. Peter Brum, let's take him. Alright, we're nearly at a 2 mil surplus, so you know what, we're just gonna say screw it and take him. And we're still pretty level, so you got a lot of lower rated stars like Alexis Falcon, who are only 200k and 54 rated, but they have the potential to be a top star. Alexis Falcon is actually a real life wrestler in the UK indie scene. Great wrestler, so let's grab her whilst we can. Let's go for Angel Gupta as well. Let's take Jahan Maharaja. We're still in a decent surplus. Let's go for Tommy. He's very young. Les Miz still not been taken. How much of a surplus? About 500k. We'll keep him at bay. Ray Ripple. Yes. Great deal. Ray Ripple's a great deal. I wouldn't be doing myself justice if I didn't take Prince Imran, which is the name I used to wrestle under back in my wrestling days. I'm tempted to take either Les Miz or Bailey. Let's take Bailey. I'm still doing decent. We got 900k. Les Miz would just wipe that out immediately. We'd only be left with 50k, and there's no one we could buy with that. Should we do that, or should we focus on... We've got a lot of wrestlers, to be honest. I'm not really in desperate need of anyone else. I'll just go for Les Miz, and we'll call it done there. Let's hit finish, and there we go, ready to start booking our very first show.